Okay, so I'm using some red snapper for my soup. I've already seasoned it with some Lorry's seasoned salt. You can use whatever seasoning that you so prefer. I like my fish a little bit just shallow fried. I don't like it deep fried because then it becomes too dry, and I feel like I don't want to be having a fight with my fish. I want to be able to easily just let it fall off the bone, especially with soup because it's a lot more enjoyable. So we're just going to shallow fry our fish, okay? So we can better enjoy it with our soup. This is the type of sesame seed that I'm using. I did not really measure it, but I'm gonna guess to say it's about a cup or cup and a half of sesame seeds total. You can use as much as you will like. Make sure you do not skip the roasting process. It's really important that you roast it because it really brings out the nutty flavors of the sesame seed that adds a depth of flavor to your soup. And then we're going to roast it for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it's golden brown like so. So this is the look that you should be going for, okay? This is what our Beniseed look like. So this is the look you should be going for. If you don't have a blender, you can use a mataudo as we use back home. That's totally fine. There are also other blenders that will blend it until it's almost like a peanut butter texture. But mine did not do all that, but it's totally fine. I still got the look that I wanted, so this is enough for me. I have about a cup of palm oil, or you can use sesame seed oil. That will be even more healthier because sesame seed overall is very healthy for you. One thing to keep in mind, guys, I totally forgot that sesame seed have a lot of oil on its own, so I should have used even less amount of oil. That's why if you notice, my Benin soup looks like it's really oily, but it wasn't. It's just because of the fact that the sesame seed have a lot of its own oil. So we're gonna let the palm oil heat up a little bit and then come back and add some onions. Guys, add some onions to your soup. Onions have a lot of flavor on its own that really brings so much more flavor to your soup, your stew. So always use onions and thank me later, okay? Now, the beginning of any great soup is the base. So, for the base of our soup, we have two bell peppers that are already cut up, two habanero, regular onions, green onions. You can really see them, but you're close to the red bell peppers. Some cilantro. I love the taste of cilantro, and I really feel like it will be a great addition to the soup. You can add that on there, remove it. And now we're gonna blend all that yumminess um, together, and then yeah. So it's time to add our base onto the onions that I've been cooking for a little while. Look at how great that look, guys, and it smells so good. It does smell really good. So yeah, so that's what that looks like. I'm going to add about 3 Maggi cubes and also some crayfish, about 1 tablespoon and a half, because the crayfish really brings another depth of flavor. So if you don't have crayfish, go find you some because you're gonna need it. Okay, you need some crayfish, but if you don't have it, it's okay. I'm sure it'd still be delicious with or without it. A good cook is a good cook. So then we're gonna add in our beni onto our base, because you know that's basically what the soup is all about. After this, I'm gonna let it cook for about 15 minutes and then also come back and taste it to see if I need any more seasoning, and then we'll move forward. I tasted it and it needs a little bit of salt. So we're gonna add a little bit of salt in there just to boost up the flavors a bit. And I also added half a cup of water. I totally forgot to video this process, so have some grace for me, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here to answer them. Let it cook for about 10 minutes and then we'll come back and go on to the next step. So this is what our soup look like. Look how amazingly delicious that looks. It smells and tastes so good, you guys. So now we're gonna add our fish that we've already shallowed fried. Do not deep fry it, please, because I want you to enjoy your fish. So we're gonna place that onto the soup, and yeah. This is what it looks like so far. I also added a little bit more water because it was just too thick for me. I like it a little soupy. If you notice, I'm not over mixing my soup because I don't want my fish to scatter in there because it would be, you know, mushy. So then I also have some frozen spinach. So I'm gonna add some of that onto the soup because I think, you know, it will have a nice look to it, and because the soup sort of remind me of like what is it called, egusi soup. So yeah, so I thought some spinach will be nice on it. So at this point we're technically done, so we're just gonna let it cook for like a minute or two, and then I'll come back and show you guys the finished look. Okay. Guys, the soup, it go bone. It didn't taste like you bone there. It's so delicious. It's not it's not even because I cook it, but it's so good. Look at how that fish is falling off the bone. Look at it. Guys, try it. Let me know in the comment below what you think, okay? Again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.